Okay, you can see my screen. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so we'll start, and if the sound becomes bad, let me know. So we'll try something else as well. But this is my third headphone I'm using, so it should be better. Yeah. Okay. So we'll talk about today a few things. We'll talk about forms. We'll talk about yeah, yeah, sure. Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. You modified the form or you modified the field? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. It's better this way. It's better this way. I will follow your instruction. Okay. You tell me what you have done, and then we will do it here. And if there is any problem, we will solve it. Okay. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so tell me where to go. You tell me. This is your test. Mhm. No, no, you just tell me here. We will do it. What you have done, we will quickly do it. So tell me how to create a solution. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, next what I should do? Okay, 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 okay. Then you went to customization. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. New field. Okay. So okay, let me write down the name. Yeah. What was the name given if you have given to the field? Was it optional or business recommended or business required? The field requirement was business recommended. Okay, okay. Okay, so that's fine. So I'm saving it. Mhm. Mhm. Prefix, you have to change it from solution. Yeah. So if you go here, I'll show you. Yeah. So we'll come to this point. Just remember this one. We'll come to this point later on, but we carry on with your problem first. Okay, this one done. Just one second. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, just one second. Let me bring it there. It was this one, isn't it? Yeah, because it does not have a space. That's why it is not adding. Yeah, but I can't see. It should be automatically going. Okay, anyway, so I will put it here. It doesn't matter, right? Yeah, just one second. Yeah, okay. So I've got it here. So you saved and closed. Okay, now you went to solution. Yeah, I now understood. Because you didn't add it to the solution. So what you have to do here, you have now opened the solution, right? So this was our solution, demo one solution, right? So now you have to go here, add existing, add entity. Oh, you've done that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not the form. So if you open account, so this is the form. This is the form, right? This is the account. You see, this is the account. That is in your solution now. Okay. You see here solution, demo and solution. So you are in account. So under account, there is a form, views, charts, fields, keys, and all of this. And what you have to do is this is the main form you have changed, right? So if you go to here, main form, we should be able to see that field. But this is not the way of doing it. The actual way of doing it, I'll show you. Yeah, it is there. Number of departments is there. Yeah, and it is in a solution. You see a demo one solution, and it is in the form account. Okay. Now I will tell you what you are supposed to do. You are actually doing the other way around, but the proper. It is also correct. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You will be able to do in that way, but the normal way of doing it, that normal way of doing that one, what you have done is you create a solution which is correct. That's fine. Then you open the solution. Then you go here, add existing or add new. If you want to add a new, you can do, or if you want to add in the same, add existing means we are talking about entity. So if you want to add a existing entity, so you click entity, then from here you need to choose account. Oh, because account was already chosen. Account was already here. Yeah. So you from add existing, you choose account. Okay. After that, when it is here, okay, you open this. So it is opened all of these forms, views, charts for this account. Then you click forms. Then you click here. You go to main form. And then you can do customization on the form. Okay, now here you can also create field from here. So if I just move this one because it doesn't show me all the option. Yeah, yeah. So if I, yeah, so you can see here new field. So you click new field here. So you do your field customization, right? So you do your field customization, and then it will be added here automatically. Okay, so when it is added here, you put it in your form, and then you save and publish. Okay, because you see here, if you can publish from here, you can publish from solution as well. That doesn't really matter, because here you are publishing only one field. From solution, you are actually publishing everything what you have in that solution. Yeah, so this is the way how you are supposed to do, but that's fine. You are learning, so which is fine. In learning, you can play around from here and there, and actually there are different ways you can do these things in CRM. Okay, that's the thing. So I'll show you prefix, but let me continue with our things first, and then we'll answer all of these questions at the end. So we are talking about, actually we are supposed to talk about forms today. This is what I was thinking. So we will see some other elements of forms. Then you will also have we discussed advanced find? I think we have seen views, but we haven't discussed in that way advanced find. Do you remember? Did we discuss advanced find? Did we discuss? We discussed, right? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that's fine. So we'll see forms. We will see from advanced find. Actually, you can create view. You can also create view from customization. Okay, so as well as, so you can create views from view itself, from advanced find, and from customization. So that I will show you that from different places you can do. I'll just show you that you can do it from different place. Then I will show you how to customize the forms, and also we will see how to do chart. So these three things I have in mind. Okay, so let me start with this. Let me try to follow what I have in my plan, and then we will discuss if we have any question, and then we will solve those problems. Okay. Okay, so okay, so in order to create a new form, or in order to modify or customize an existing form, so again, as I said, the best way of doing it is you need to go to settings, solution, and then create a new solution, right? So as you have seen that we have just created a new solution, demo one solution. So we will use this particular solution now, and then at the moment we are in account, but forget about account now. We will pick something else. So we will pick some other forms, okay, rather than account. So let's see. So we'll click entity, and then it will show us all the different entities in our CRM. So we'll choose from there one entity. Let's see, where is that? Okay, let's see. I want to pick opportunity. So here. So I have picked opportunity. If you double click, then automatically it will be chosen. If you click once, then you have to click OK. Okay, so I have chosen opportunity. Okay, so including all metadata, but metadata we'll discuss later on. So finish. Okay, so I have included opportunity in my solution. Okay, the full opportunity entity, including all is metadata. So now if I click opportunity, then I can see in opportunity I have forms, views, charts, fields, and etc. So now I will click forms. So click OK, and in here, from here you click main form. Okay, so now from here, so you see here, normally what you have to do is in real time scenario, you don't have to create a norm. What you have to do is existing form you have to modify. Okay, you don't have to actually create a new form. You can do, there is no problem. I'm not saying there is any problem, but in real time, I'm just giving an example. In real time scenario, you have to just modify the existing form. Okay, because there is no problem. The customer normally they don't have any issue with the form, but the only thing they will ask you, can you change the field name, can you change yeah, because all the fields whatever you have in the CRM, they don't need all these fields. Okay, but how the form will look like, that they don't really bother. Okay, so you don't have to worry about designing the form, you don't have to worry about that much. Okay, one field, say example, I'm just giving example. Say example, here you have a note pen. Okay, it's a big note pen. You see here, they will not ask you, okay, can you make it shorter? They will not ask you those kind of things. What they want in the form is that the fields what they need. So that is all. Okay, so they are not worried about the designing of the form, but you need to know although, yeah. Okay, so we have opened the only problem you see here, the only problem we have in your computer also you will find, other than that, if you have a big screen, because I'm using laptop, so not everything we will be able to see, because of, you see, I have to put it my this part on my right hand side. So sometimes something will not come up everything on my, this is the how the CRM is developed, so it does not fit in all windows. Okay, so but anyway, we can see at the moment almost everything, because I've moved this part here. So here, so you see here, first of all, we have here header. Okay, then we have the main form. This is the main form. Okay, at the moment there are 3 columns. This is one column, this is second column, this is third column. Okay, then we have this is another this is called tab. Okay, these are all tab. Let me show you. I have created something for you in my session here, form structure. Okay, what is my form structure? Okay. Oh, what? Oh, here. Okay. So you can see here in my form structure here. Okay, so the form is designed in this way. So you have a form, then you have tabs, then under tabs you have section, then after section within section you have fields. Okay, so this is how the form is designed. So initially the full form is a form, then underneath you have several tabs, and each tabs you have different sections, and each section you have different fields. So this is how the form is designed. Now if we go back, okay, now we have, this is form. Okay, so these are different tabs. This is one tab, this is another tab. Okay, this is, you see here, let me tell you, this is one tab, this is another tab, and then this is another tab, right? So this is one tab, this is full tab, and then there are different section. So this is one section, then you have there's only one section in that, then you have oh, this is section, yeah, this is section, this is a one more section, this is one more section. In here, in this section, this is one section. Under this section you have several fields, right? So you have this is full form. Under form you have one tab, second tab, and under second tab you have section here. Okay, so this is one section. Then under this section you have different fields. This is another section, but these are columns. Okay, these are columns. This is one section. No, not, that is not a section. Section is this, the full, these three fields in one section. Okay, so this is another tab, this is another tab, and here is only one section. In one section we have three fields: price list, revenue, and opportunity products. Sorry, opportunity products is a section. This is tab, product line items. Opportunity products is a section, and under section you have three fields: price list, revenue, and opportunity product itself. Okay, so this is how the form is designed. This is another tab. Under this tab you have product line items is the section, and product no, this is not tab. The reason is why it is not tab. Tab is always comes with this. Okay, you can see this click button here, because you can unfold them and you can fold them. Okay, so this is what is tab. So this is section, this is section. Under this section again you have different fields. Okay, so this is a one more tab, right? So this is what is where you will find tab. So this is one more tab, and this is here we don't call it a tab, we actually normally we call it header. Okay, tab starts from here. Then so you understand now what is tab, what is section, and what is fields. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll go to insert, we'll add tabs, okay, as well as section. Okay, so we are in opportunity. Okay, so let's so we'll choose what kind of columns, what kind of tabs you want to we want to add. Okay, so we have tabs, 3 columns tab. Okay, we have 3 columns tab, but all these columns are the same size. We have 3 columns, but middle one is the bigger size, which is used here, Okay, so these 2 column, so these 2 left side and right hand side is the same size, and middle one is the big size. Okay, so this column is used. Then we have 2 tabs. We have three types of 2 tabs design. You see here left side was thin, and right side was thick. So again thick and thin, and then same size, right? So then we have one tab, just simply one tab, one column. Okay, so this is how these are by default is there. So we will add something. So we will add something, let's say 3 columns. Okay, so click. So we have added, you can see here we have added these 3 tabs here. Okay, so under conflicts tab we have added 3 tabs with 3 sections. Okay, so in the middle one you can see with the big size. Okay, with the big size, so we have added 3 columns tabs. Okay, 3 columns tab. Now in terms of when you click, see at the moment it is clicked, so the blue sign you can see around this section, around this tab. Okay, so when you see this blue sign, it means you are actually ticked this particular tab. Okay, so when you click, when it is clicked, then you can do your customization. So we can go back to home, okay, and we can go to change properties. Change properties actually not form of, you are not changing the properties of the form because you are in the tab, so you are actually changing the properties of the tab. So you click change properties, and then you have name and then label. Okay, name is the logical name, okay, and the label is what you see here. Okay, so you can see the label at the moment is tab. You can see tab, it is written, so it is tab, it is written, so that's the label. And name is not the name of this, but which is used in the coding. Okay, the logical name, and there are two types of name, logical name and schema name. Okay, so these two types of name are used. One is schema name is used in JavaScript coding, and logical name is used in C# coding. Okay, so we'll talk about those later on other classes. So show the label of this tab on the form, which is ticked, which is fine. Okay, visible by default, so this tab will be visible by default. Okay, so if you untick this, what will happen? Okay, by default you will not be able to see this, so this one would be hidden. Okay, so this is how you will actually hide a tab or any field. Also you can do customize, hide in this way. Okay, availability on phone, if you tick or if you untick, so it will not be available on the phone, it will be available on the phone. It depends on whether you want it or not. Okay, so what we will do is we will change the name of the label. Okay, say example custom, so that we know that we have actually created this tab. So custom tab. Okay, so then you go to formatting, then you formatting, you see here at the moment by default is that 3 columns tab. So left and right is thin and the middle one is thick. Okay, if you want to have all of these sections are the same size, so you tick this. Okay, you can move, you can go to 2 columns. Okay, then this one, if you want this, you can choose this. If you want to choose this, or if you want to have 1 column, that also fine. Okay, so let's have whatever we have chosen before. So, and also you can choose the size of these columns. Okay, here. Okay, you can choose, but again it depends, because the total percentage of this column, total size of the column is 100%. So if you choose here, say example here, if you choose 33, and middle one is obviously would be 34. Okay, because it is by default it should be a little bit bigger. Okay, but if you choose 33, okay, then what will happen is this one would be 34. Okay, because 33 and 34 is 100. Okay, so one of them should be 34. So you have to remember those kind of silly small things. Okay, so as example, if you want to choose here 20, then this one, if you want to choose 40, then obviously 20 plus 40 is 60. The other one definitely you don't have to type, automatically it will become 40. Okay, so overall 100%, that you have to remember. Based on that, if you choose one or two, then the other one will automatically will be taking the value. Okay, so this is how it works. So the events is for JavaScript. If you want to, if you have any JavaScript code written on this particular tab. Okay, what does it mean, JavaScript code written on this particular tab? It means that, say example, example is, let me click this first. Okay, say example, you can fold it. See, at the moment I have fold it, and I can unfold it. So based on that, you can also create a JavaScript. So if you want to fold it, okay, then it will show a JavaScript say example window. Okay, the alert something, or it will do something there, because in JavaScript you can do so many things. You can put an alert, okay, that please don't close it, or please don't fold it. Okay, something like that. Or also you can do some action. Okay, we will see those examples later on. You can do some actions. So kind of actions are that, say example, as soon as you click, as soon as you fold it, what will happen is something will happen. Some field will be changed, some value of the field will be changed, something uh, then some value of the field will be changed. Then what will happen is some some field will be updated. Okay, this is the same similar thing. The value means that with the previous what was the previous value, it will change to something else. So the previous value was 10, it will be 20. So some kind of this kind of actions you can easily do in JavaScript. So that if you go back to change properties, so that you have to put it here. Okay, add, click add, and then you do here JavaScript things, but we'll talk about this because this is the library and this is the JavaScript function you have to add here. Okay, so we are not going to learn JavaScript today. So this is events, so this is formatting, so this is the formatting part you need to know. Display is just to make sure that whether it is visible by default, whether it is available on phone or not, okay, whether it is show the label on the tab, so this kind of thing. So this is done. Okay, so now you see here that we have made this change 20, 40 and 40. Okay, now what we have done, we have added 3 sections. Now easily these sections, there are 3 sections. Now each section we have one field, right? So we can just simply bring these fields. Okay, so we have brought budget randomly, I mean, just because this is an example, so I'm bringing randomly. So decision maker, develop proposal. But when you actually work in real-time scenario, what you have to do is you have to exactly follow what is the instruction, or the instruction actually, because you see one thing you have to remember also, that when you will do customization, if you do your customization as a developer, then you can do on your own. But if you are a functional consultant, okay, means you don't do coding, you only do customization, then you have to follow developer, okay, or team leader, okay, or architect, that what the way they are telling you to do the customization of the form. Okay, so it depends, so you get the functional requirements, and based on functional requirements you discuss with the developer, get the instructions, and then you do it. Okay, so yeah, so these fields are added. So similar way, you can also you can customize the section from here. Okay, one column section, 2 columns, okay, 3 column section, 4 column sections, you can also add those. Okay, so we have added 3 sections. Now if I click this tab, I've chosen this tab, I've selected this tab. Also what I want to do is I want to add subgrid. Now what is subgrid? Subgrid, if you remember subgrid, can anybody remember what is subgrid? Okay, Ruthira, do you remember what is subgrid? Yes, very good, well done. Yes, so subgrid is basically another entity, okay, where you can actually connect from account multiple contact, okay, or multiple opportunity or multiple leads. Okay, so that is the subgrid. So subgrid you can add. So we have to add a name of the subgrids. Okay, so label and names. Now you see here that name you can give anything, but before that, before you choose the name and label, you have to remember that what kind of, because it actually connects another entity, so you have to choose that entity. Okay, so at the moment is by default it is activities regarding, but you can choose. So what the form we are actually working on, so we are actually working on opportunity. So then you can add actually an opportunity. What you can add, you can add say example relevant, these are relevant. Okay, these are relevant entities are also already appeared here, so you can choose any one of them. Okay, so activities are there, you can choose activity, appointments, competitors. So say, let's say competitors. Okay, so I have added competitors. It will indicate that this particular subgrid will actually show us all the entities related to this opportunity. So it's competitors. So the name you can choose now. You can name. You can choose the name. Just competitors. 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 Okay, competitors. Now label competitors, which is fine. Custom competitors. Let's say custom competitors. Okay. Custom competitors, display label on the form. If I don't tick this, then it will not show, but we want to see that. So display label on the form I have ticked, so it will show default view all competitors. Okay, you can put default views here as well. All competitors being followed, any one of them. Okay, so you can choose that. uh, then additional options, display search box you can add. Okay, within that subgrid, because remember, if you click subgrid, then another window comes up like this. Okay, another window comes up within that. Okay, you can add display search box, view selector. Okay, off at the moment. Okay, show all views. We will keep it at the moment. We don't make it complex at the moment. Default chart, display chart selection, we will not make complex. Available on phone, we will not change those things. We are worried about only at the moment just to add subgrid. So we have added subgrid, simple subgrid we have added, which is fine. Formatting. Now formatting, how the subgrid will be, what type of, how many columns will be there in the subgrid, because if you remember that the subgrid, it comes with all the different columns of that entity. So example, because we have added here competitors, so what are the columns will go here? So example, competitors name in one column, competitors address in one column, competitors phone number in one column. So those kind of things. So you want one column, you want two columns, you want three columns. Okay, you want four columns, etc. All these columns will be here. So you can choose from here. Number of rows you can choose. You can you increase, you can decrease. Okay, then controls, read on this controls web phone tablet. Okay, so you can read this, subgrids, you can view this on the web, you can read this on the phone, you can read this on the tablet. So this is just a kind of view. So that's fine. So this is done, subgrid is added, click OK. So this is the subgrid we have added in custom tab. Okay, so this is done. So what else? Okay, so then the most important parts are, for example, another important part is the iframe. Now what is the iframe? Let me click this iframe. Now what is the iframe? Iframe is something when you want to add a website. Some organization, what they want to do is, for different, when they have different organizations. For example, you are working in a software development company, so you are preparing the CRM for an organization, for LSBM. Assume this is you are preparing CRM for LSBM. Now LSBM will have LSBM, who are the LSBM customers. I'm not talking about students, I'm talking about LSBM partners. Okay, so example, LSBM partners are who bring students for LSBM. Now those who bring students for LSBM, they are not individual. It could be individual, but there are so many organizations who actually looks for a student and bring those students to LSBM. So those are LSBM partners, we can say. So if LSBM wants those partners website are viewable on that account or contact or opportunity form, okay, so they need to add that website. Okay, they want to see their website. Okay, so that is, so website, when you want to add an website link, that is a iframe. That is nothing but a iframe. So say example, we want to add, so say example, uh, BBC. I'm just saying, I'm just adding BBC iframe. Okay, so URL, I'm not sure about the URL of BBC, but assume that it would be bbc.com, right? So something like that. So you need to add basically the URL. So iframe is nothing but the URL. Then what will happen within that section, because you are adding this URL in a section, so that website will appear in that section. But again, we will see whether it appears or not, because then I will tell you whether if there is any problem. Now, one thing you need to remember, that you need to untick this. The reason is that, say example, later on you have, if you untick this, what will happen if there is any JavaScript written in that tab or in that section? What will happen? They may not turn up. So select whether to restrict cross-frame scripting. So scripting, we are talking about here JavaScript. So if you add any JavaScript on this particular form, okay, or in a particular tab, then what will happen? They may conflict and then may not appear one of them. So that you can actually open, you don't actually restrict. You don't, basically, in order to restrict, you need to tick this. Okay, if you don't want to restrict, then you just untick this box. So you have to just remember this visible by default, which is fine. Click OK. Did it appear here? Yes. So this one appeared here. So here https www.bbc.com. So this is the iframe here. Web resource. So web resource, this is it can be different web resource here. Web resource, it could be HTML, okay, HTML page, okay, it could be JavaScript, okay, it could be any other web resources, okay. XML also could be, HTML could be, but we are not going to learn this now. But I'm just saying that this is where you need to add those web resources. Web resources, we will have a separate session. So we are not going to add anything here today. Sorry, click cancel because I haven't added anything. Yeah, and also you can add those Bing maps, social insights, knowledge base search, navigation link. Those things are not that much important. Normally they are not added because those things, Bing maps, navigation links, social insights, they're rarely used. Okay, so that's fine. We will see what we have added, whether these are visible and whether these are working or not. So we have to save it. Okay, then publish. Okay, we have published, 7 close. Okay, so this is the new form. Okay, where in opportunity. Okay, so you don't have to do all customization because we have already published. But again, this is the difference what I was saying, that, say example, you have so many other things here, right? So many other forms. Now why it is here? Because you want to publish all together, then you publish all customization. If you want to publish only one changes what you have done just under new form, then you have to publish from the new form itself. Okay, so this is the difference. So you close it. So that is done. Now you need to go to, so now it's always better to refresh the page. Okay, okay, let me bring my this one here. Okay, now you need to go to opportunity, and I'm opening a new one basically, and we want to see. Okay, so now we want to go to new form, and we should see our change somewhere here. See, this is our custom tab. So this is what we have added. Custom tab. Okay, we have added budget, we have added decision maker, okay, develop proposal, okay, and also we have added subgrid. Okay, so this is what we have added, and also I think we have added, yeah, this is the part iframe. Iframe is added, but the thing is iframe not always work, because the reason is it depends on the website, whether the website is designed to accommodate within this size. Okay, so because what we have added, BBC is not designed to accommodate within this size. So you have to always make sure that the size of the website, it not depends on you. It will not depend on you. What you have to just make sure that when you will use this is iframe is rarely used, but even if it is used, I'm just saying you have to make sure that who develop the website, you just need to confirm with them that what size actually, whether they are actually designing the website for all kinds of the window size. Okay, because here you are supposed to see the website. So it depends on the website. So if it is not designed in that way, then if you even add as an iframe, it will not appear. Okay, so yeah, so basically this is how you actually add different elements in a form. And then obviously you can go and play around with everything. You can change, customize fields. I've showed you customized fields before, and also you can delete, all this. If you want to delete, you don't want to keep this, all of this, you can do all of this, right, from again from the same customization from the solution. If you go to that solution, we don't need, so click demo one solution, opportunity. Okay, then obviously some of the fields you will not be able to delete. Okay, so example, this lock one. Okay, this lock one you would not be able to delete, because they are actually some of them are primary key, foreign key of the table in the database. So some of them you will see, if you just click on them, and if you want to delete, it will not allow to delete. Then you will know that these are actually not deletable. For this way, you have to delete it from the database. You have to change the database itself in the database, then only you will be able to remove them. So example, account, if you tick this account, remove, which is fine, but I'm not sure. Let's see. So if I click tick, if I click topic, then if I want to delete, the field you are trying to remove is required by the system or business. This is another reason. Another reason is because this is mandatory requirements. Okay, so it is not suggesting you to delete these fields. So these are the things. So then you can obviously, if customer is asking to change it, you can change it to something else. But again, when you change it, you go to change properties, or even you double click it, and then formatting, not formatting, sorry, display here, label, visible default, details here. No, this is in details, business rules. No, not here, not here. Sorry, let me put it here back. Click OK. Where topic, then I go to change properties. Yeah, it's the same here. Visible by default, activity wall, details, name. Okay, here, edit. Yeah, yes, here. So here, say example, if you want to make it non-mandatory, okay, and then you want to delete it, then you can do so from editing. So example, now it is business required. That is why the error was showing that it is business required. So you should not delete this field, that field. So if you make it optional, okay, so you save it. I think still you will not be able to delete it. The reason is because it is in the database. Yeah, so now save. Publish. Now what you can do is refresh or F5. Okay, so just 1 second, I'm trying to see because I've changed it to business optional, so I want to see the change. This is another field, so this is currency. Okay, so we will be able to see this change on the form, on the opportunity form. But before we go to the opportunity form and see the change, we will do something else. Example, also you can customize header. Okay, so if you this is your body, so the body of the form. So if you click header, then the header is picked up. Okay, and then from here you can also customize the field. Click this, go to change properties, and do formatting, do displaying, the level of the field. Okay, if you want to go to details of the fields, something like the display name, whether it is a field required, optional, or business recommended or business required, you can choose it from here. This name, the logical name, will appear automatically. Field security, this is very important for you to remember that. Say example, this particular field, this is in header, but you can do it anywhere, any field. If you disable, okay, field security is disable. What does it mean? That anybody, okay, disable means anybody can customize that field. But if you want, only few people will be able to customize that field. Then then you have to enable it. Okay, then if you enable it, what will happen is that the field security is there. Not everybody will be able to customize that field. Okay, but if you make it disable, then what will happen? Everybody, whoever has customized, whoever has higher level security or security privilege, okay, they will be able to customize that field. So this is very, very important. This is all, because why it is important, because it always comes in customization. Because your manager will tell you in the company, for the company you are developing your CRM, they will tell you that, okay, I don't want my people, my staff, to see this field, or even not to see this field. They should not change the field. They should not customize this field at all. Okay, so in that case, you have to put it enable and disable option. Auditing. Okay, so that is field security and auditing, almost the similar one. Okay, so the first thing is the field is secured or not, whether somebody has access to it, somebody will be able to customize or not. Auditing is the similar thing, but we will see auditing separately. Auditing is further in details, whether they will be able to audit the field, because in the field there are so many other options are available. We will see those things in the example separately. So at the moment is enable, so you will be able to audit a field. If it is disable, okay, you will not be able to audit the field. So this field security auditing, this comes often, okay, in the requirement. Then you already know this, the data type. Because this is estimated close date. Okay, so this is already chosen as date and time. Okay, because this is a date and time is already chosen. So you don't have to change it, because this is already estimated close date. So this is fine. From here you choose, you click save. Save and close. Yeah. Auditing is similar to, let me show you. So let me show you one example. So example, at the moment, if you go back again, not let's not do it in heading, let's do it somewhere here. So example, forecast. Okay, so example, in forecast, if I click forecast, if I go to change properties, If I go to details, if I go to edit, auditing is enabled, right? So auditing, remember, audit, we will see the difference, then you will understand. So at the moment auditing is enabled, so I save and close, click OK. So I have done it in forecast, right? Yeah. Now save, yeah, save and publish. Okay, just 1 second. Let me go to security. Let me go to our security. Just 1 second. Settings, security. Yeah, I'll show you. Auditing is basically, what I want to explain you, that auditing is similar to changing or customizing the field itself. But what I want to trying to explain you separately is what is field security, and where it differs, field security and auditing. Okay, so if I go to users, manage roles, security roles. Okay, security roles. Core records, sales, custom entities. Okay, see here. Field security. Okay, auditing here comes this way. For example, if you have any custom entities, right, or even if you're these are the main entities anyway. So you see here your security role, create, read, write, delete, append to, assign, and share. Can you see? So these are the privileges. So these are the privileges. So on the field itself, so for example, on the account, okay, for example, as a CSR manager, so this is one, user. So there is another user, for example, delegate, this is another user, this is field service, another user, knowledge manager, another user. So these are different departments, so different user in a CRM. So every user has different types of access, or different types of auditing, different types of auditing available on each entity. Okay, so example, on account, you can as a CSR manager, you don't have full create security. So you can read and write, but you cannot create, you cannot delete, you can append to, but you cannot assign. So we will discuss this part separately, but one thing you have to understand from here, auditing is similar to, I have to explain it separately, but just for now, just to understand this, that you see, these are the security roles, allows you different elements of doing on a particular account, or a field. So that is on that particular field level. Maybe you read it, maybe you will be able to write it, maybe you will be able to delete it, but not all of them you will be able. If it is enable, then you will be able to do all of these things. If it is disable, then you will not be able to do all of these things. So those are the security security privileges are restricted using those enable and disabling the field auditing. Are you getting it a little bit? It's not clear because I am not explaining it clearly, but just for now, what auditing means here, that say example, this is on entity wise, this is account card, activity, announcement, this is on entity wise. So on entity you can create entity, you can read. So this particular say example, so I've changed it a little bit. So example, so account, you can create, you have read privileges, you can read, you can write, you can delete. Similarly on the field also, you have create, you have read, you have write, you have delete. All these security privileges are assigned, are there. So if you click it enable, then everything you can do. If you disable it, you will not be able to do everything. So that's the difference. But I wanted to show you field level security, but I'm not sure whether we'll be able to see it from here or not. Let me put it here on this side. So I think field level security is only from there. So basically, if I go back to that part again, where is our solution? Demo solution, new form. Okay, so you go to form, new form. Okay, so if I go to forecast again, what I will do is I have to explain it these two separately, because I'm myself, I'm a little bit worried about what is the difference between the field level security and field level auditing. So I will show you where you actually see the difference when it is. So basically, if I can make you clear what is the difference between field level security and auditing, then you will be able to you see here, it's written here, this field will not be audited. Audit means it's not something like, auditing comes to company and audit, you check everything. It's not that. It is auditing means we are talking about read, write, those field level security. Okay, field level security privileges. So this field will not be audited until you enable auditing on the entity. But what I want to see is, I want to see that how it can be shown to you. Okay, so I will maybe I will explain these two, field level security and field level auditing, separately another session. But one thing you have to understand, you can understand now, until now, auditing means here those things again: create, delete, append to, modify, all of these things, basically customization again, field level. Okay, so that you can do using this auditing. So yeah, so this is this is how basically you can customize a field itself. Then you have also, so we have seen that in header. Okay, you can change field level wise. So if I click header, then you can choose again field, and then you go to field level customization. You can do this field level customization. Another one is also, you can do footer. You can go to footer and you can do the same thing here. At the moment there is nothing there, but you can add from anything from here. You can add it to footer. Business rules is very important, but business rules we will discuss separately. But this is very, very interesting, and this is very, very important as well. We will discuss business rules separately. But remember, in case if I forget, let me know, but I should not forget. Business rule is most common, and you have to learn this. Form properties, when if you tick any one of them, for example, any particular field or tab or any section, then you go to change properties. But if you want to do form wise change, then you need to click this form properties. Then you can, what is this, you can see here, these are JavaScript. For example, in a form, in any particular form, there are so many JavaScript will be written. Those JavaScript you have to add here. Okay, you have to add here because JavaScripts are event based. Whether it is when you create a form, when you create a form, or when you load a form, open a form, that is called onload. So those JavaScript will be added here basically, right? This is on form properties. You have to come here, you have to click add, and then you work on JavaScript. So you have also JavaScript. You can have onload and onsave. So we'll talk about this in JavaScript. Display. This is the form name. We saw that our form name is new form. You can change the form name. Show navigating forms. Maximum width. The size in pixel of the form is 1900. Parameters at the moment none is there. Non-event dependencies we'll talk about separately. This is at the moment is not important. So yeah, so mainly form properties it is used. Remember that form properties it is used for JavaScript. These are JavaScript by default as already there. So example, if I want to open say example, at the moment is event is onload, and onload is opportunity scripts opportunities. So probably this one. So if I open this, then you will be able to see this code is here. At the moment this is not in right format, but this is the JavaScript code. You see that how complex JavaScript code is written here, although it is not the right way of we can see. Say example, the best way is you choose this everything. You choose Control A, then Control C, okay, and then you go and open in Notepad++. I don't have Notepad++, but anyway, so I should have, but you basically, yeah, either you open in Notepad++ or you can open it in Visual Studio, and then you will be able to see this code in proper way. Okay, because at the moment is not properly aligned. So basically this form properties is used mainly for JavaScript. Okay, so just simply click add here. Okay, uh, and then you can open it here, or you can click a new click this is the function name, or you can choose the file itself. Okay, so this is the way you can do it, but we'll have JavaScript session separately. Still you have to learn so many things, so I'm not bombarding in one day everything. So yeah, so this is click OK. So this is from form properties. Okay, enable security roles. This is security roles again. Who has access to this form. Okay, and then it is not only that who has access to this form. When you add, say example here, this form is displayed to everyone. Okay, if you click this, then what will happen? Everybody will be able to see, right? But what will happen is that everybody will be able to see, but not everybody will be able to audit it. Okay, this is the what Ruthira is asking. So display to everyone, this is one thing, and auditing is different. So example, account manager has access to the form, but account manager will not be able to audit everything on that particular form. Okay, so create, delete, assign, append to. Okay, those kind of things basically. So at the moment it's by default display only to these selected security roles. So who are selected? Let me see. At the moment it is only allowed to system administrator and system customizer. So only these two people will be able to see it. Okay, not everybody will be able to see it, but if you click this, then everybody is selected, everybody will be able to see it. Now auditing comes. Auditing comes means now display to everyone, but who is able to audit it, how much everybody will be able to audit it, and then those thing comes. Okay, so we will have, I think we will have auditing session. Let me see. I think we did not have auditing session at all. So definitely we will need to add. I need to add this one in my list because I actually forgot to add this. So security. Okay, I'm adding it today. So we will have a auditing and security session one full day. Then you will have a better understanding. So yeah, so auditing comes after that. That you know how much you will be able to audit. So at the moment we will leave it as it is, or you can have a display to everyone. It depends on you. Click OK. So this is enable security roles, show dependencies. At the moment we don't want to make those relationship because we haven't discussed relationship classes. So when you will have relationship one to many, many to one relationship, then you will be able to see the dependencies. At the moment we don't want to talk about this until and unless you know what are the relationships. So those things. Manage properties we normally is not used that much. The following property is customizable. It is customizable, this form, so true. If you make it false, then nobody will be able to customize this form. The following properties will take effect only after the component is exported and imported as part of the managed solution. This is again when you talk about basically when basically you let me explain it, but it is not that much used, but it could be used. Basically when you export this form, you have customized this form and you have exported this form to another from your dev environment you have exported to or imported into production environment. Right now into production environment, whether it is customizable or not, then you can make it from here. So because at say example you are actually importing it as a managed solution. If it is managed solution, then you are not supposed to uh, you are not supposed to it's not supposed to, you will not be able to change anything. But if you make this one true, then you will be able to change it. Does it make sense now? So normally if you export this form as a unmanaged solution, then you are supposed to change it. You will be able to change it. But if you export it as managed solution, you will not be able to change it. But although if you come here on the form itself and then here you make it true, then you will be able to change it. But if you make it false, then you will not be able to change it. So that is the what is called managed properties. Normally it is not if it is only required if something is very secured form you are dealing with, then only you come here and do this kind of true and false. Other than that you don't have to touch it. Can be deleted, true at the moment. Okay, but it depends, can be deleted. If you don't allow to delete it, okay, then you make it false. So those kind of things are you can customize here. Set set it done. So yeah, so those kind of things. Merging forms, again, two different forms you can merge into one. Okay, so you can choose. At the moment it is information, by default it comes here, but the form you are actually customizing, that is a new form, right? So that new form you can actually merge with the information main form. Okay, so you can merge into two forms, or you can choose something else. Okay, if there are so many other forms, you can merge two three different forms into one. So when you have chosen, click add. Your form has been merged. You will find the merge content at the end of the current form. Okay, so two forms merge into one. Okay, in merge into information form, and those fields what you have added, those fields also will be visible into the same form. Okay, in the information form. So this is done. So yeah, so these most of the things are here covered. Some of the things you will see: business rules, form properties, these are will be covered separately. So this is done. Then at the end what you have to do, save and then publish. because it is still working. You can see it is still saving, so we'll not touch it at the moment. So when it is done, then we'll publish. Okay, so it is publishing. Okay, so this is done. Publishing is done. Let me put it here. Okay, so okay, this is done. Let me close it. Then refresh the page. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Then let me go to opportunity. Opportunity. Come on. Okay, opportunities. Then click new. Click new. Opportunity new form. Then information. I want to see if it merged into information form those fields or not. Let's see. Project information new form. Yeah, it is still here. It is in custom tab only, but we will see merge where it actually merged this custom tab. I am just looking for where it has merged. So somewhere it should be merging. Okay, so those what we had changed in our new form, that should be merging, means that particular what we have changed, that those things will be merged into the other form. Okay, so that is merging means, but we will be able to see it. Don't worry, if I'm not able to show something or explain something, we can come back to it, so there is no problem to it. Okay, so that is form customization. Generally, generally those kind of basic stuff you have to do until and unless very specific change, or totally new form. Normally the customer not will not ask you to create a totally new form. They what they normally do is they normally ask you to modify the fields. Okay, and then you will from yourself, definitely you are not going to create a new form, because it's a waste of time. Okay, so you will not have that time in real time scenario. uh, Next one I wanted to show. Okay, now one thing I wanted to show you, say example that, okay, form, you have seen that how to modify, customize and create a new form. But also you can, say example, if you are say example here in opportunities, you click here opportunities, you'll see all the opportunities. And also you can come here, let me open one. You can see this form, right? Opportunity form. So you can click here this form. What happened to this? Just 1 second. So if I click form, Yes, it is coming up. So you can come here and you can customize the form itself here from here. Okay, so you don't have to always go to the solution or customization and modify the form. You can also open the opportunity form, open the account or entity or any other entity form, and click here, and you can modify from here as well. So three ways you can go to customization. You can go to customization. You can from customization you can open the entity. From the entity itself you can go to form. From form you can open you can customize the form, or you can go to solution, add an entity, which one is required, then from there you customize the form, or you can come here and you can directly customize the form. You can save it, you can also publish from here. That also can be done. Okay, so this way you can different ways you can actually customize the form. Let me quickly write it down what I have okay, security auditing. Okay, and margin uh, margins forms. Okay, these three things I will explain next week. Security, this is field level security, level level security auditing margin forms. Okay, so yeah, so any question from here? I wanted to show you. See, only one item. It takes a long time. So only forms. So I wanted to show you. Okay. Anyway, so I will show you anyway next week whatever I had planned for today. Anyway, from form. Any question from form? What does it mean? ASP coding? You mean? Oh, no. Coding will come. See, let me tell you. Okay, let me give you little bit of explanation. Coding, the full CRM is written on ASP.NET. Okay. Now, as a developer, you don't have to. You are not going back to the background of CRM and change everything. Okay, because they are not giving you. They are not giving you access to the CRM coding. Okay, so Microsoft will not give you access to CRM coding. What they will give you access to extend extend it functions. You will be able to extend the functionalities of CRM writing in C# code or ASP.NET code. ASP.NET code. ASP.NET code is used for website background. Okay, on the back end of the website, but that you don't have to do. You need to know that .NET or C# for extending the capabilities or functionalities of Dynamics 365 or Dynamics 365 CRM. So let me explain. For example, these are way how it is done. Basically, this coding you need. Let me open my coding. These are coding how it is done, how it is used. Basically, you write the code. Okay, you write the code, and you basically there is a call plugin registration tool. Okay, so there is a tool called plugin registration tool. Using that plugin registration tool, you add that code into CRM, and when you add that code into CRM, then the code is used for what? Then it implements. For example, I will suggest you to download at home. Let me show you what you have to download. You go to it is because this is what I have to teach you anyway later on. You go to Dynamic CRM. You have to do it on your own. Okay, this part later on, but I'm showing you now. Dynamic CRM SDK download. Okay, so you have to go here. You can see download Microsoft Dynamics 365 Software Development Kit. This is what you need in order to in order to export your coding into CRM. Okay, so you have to download it. You go here. and you download this Microsoft Dynamics 365 Software Development Kit. So you download this one. Then when you will download, you will see this. I'll show you. Let me see, where is my SDK. Let me see. SDK. Yeah, so I've got SDK. See here, so when you will download SDK, okay, so you will get all these folders, all of this you will find, and then you go to tools and you will see plugin registration tool. You click this and then you click plugin registration executive file. You click this, we will have session on this, and this is the last session we will have, because last session means the last few sessions, because it will we will not be able to finish it in one, so that will take at least 3 4 to. So you see here, so what I've done, so I've just opened where is it, not this, sorry, go here, this one, plugin, not executive file, this one, plugin registration application file. Okay, so if you click this, so this is what you will be able to see. This is plugin registration tool. So listen to me carefully. So you need to download this SDK. Then we will use this plugin registration tool from SDK to create a connection to our CRM. You see, create a new connection. So you click this, create new connection. So you will have a login details. Can you see? So in login details, you use the same username and password what you have used to log in your CRM. Okay, so same username and password you will use. Then you click login, and then when it is logged in, then whatever the code you will write in your here in your Visual Studio, then you will be able to add this code through via this plugin registration tool. Where is my here plugin registration tool? So logins, example, login here. See, it's automatically logging in to my CRM, because my CRM, the CRM I'm using, it is online, so it is, you see here, it is automatically picked up. So unfortunately there is an error, but we are not going to dealing with this now. Okay, so we'll deal with this separately. So as soon as it will log in, then I will show you later on how to register your code into CRM. And when your code is registered with your CRM, your C# code, then what will happen, you go back to, say example here, go back to your say example, this is your CRM, and what normally code will be used, say example here, your contact is Ivan, account is this, and based on this contact, all of this contact information will appear somewhere on this form. Okay, now code will do that. You don't have to do manually. So as soon as you will choose a contact from lookup, say example, I'm choosing somebody else, right? So you choose somebody else, Adrian, example, you have chosen Adrian. As soon as Adrian name will appear here, then somewhere on this form, the code will bring all of these contacts details onto this form. So this is by default, this function is not with CRM, but as a developer, you will add this function into CRM by writing code. So this is where you need not ASP.NET, you need C#.NET. Okay, so this is how you will actually writing code. I will show you. those things we will have at the end, because that is the most complex part, and we will have few days on that one. And not only that, there are there are two things. One is plugin. Plugin means, you add something to your machine, that is called plugin. So similarly, when you add a code to your CRM, that is also plugin. Okay, so there are two things I will teach you. One is plugin, another one is workflow. Plugin is used to extend the functionalities of CRM, and where you need to for which you need to know the coding. And that is why we had a long session of C# coding. And that is the main part, because you see here, what I'm teaching you now is still it is the customization functional part of CRM. But if you want to work as a CRM developer, then you will spend your most of the time writing code. You will not do any customization. The reason I am showing you customization, because you are new to CRM, right? So because you are new to CRM, so you need to know all the functionalities. So I have to cover you everything from scratch to the end. But when you will work in real-time scenario in an organization, in software development company, not everything you will do. You will do either only coding, either you will only do customization, either you will only do reporting, because there is a in CRM we say reporting is another part. One person is there already on only doing reporting. There is one person who will be doing testing only. So developer will write the code, will pass it to tester, will test the coding as well as functionalities, and will say, okay, everything is passed, now you can deploy it. There will be another person who will only deploy the solution. Even what I am showing you the solution, that how to deploying solution, exporting and importing from one environment to another environment, those will be done by another person. So yes, so there will be so many people, different people. But what I am showing you everything little bit for each of these tasks. Because because you are new to CRM, and in order to go to this field, you have to know in general what are the functionalities, and what is this, what is that, what is that. But in depth knowledge you will get only when you will go and find a job, and will concentrate in only one area. Because uh, as a developer you don't have to do customization at all. As a developer you will only write the code. As a then, as I said, there will be different persons, so you don't have to worry about everything. Even what I am doing in my job, what I'm doing coding 2 days. One day I am doing deployment, another day I'm doing testing. So I'm doing, because my functionalities is belongs to, because we have, because it's a small company, depends also the company size. Because when you will work a bigger size, you will have all these functionalities are separate. So separate people are there. Because my company is small, so what they're doing, they're trying to giving me few things together to do. So I'm doing 2 days coding. One day I'm also testing other developers and customization who is doing functional testing, sorry, functional consultant. I'm testing their work, I'm testing developers work, as well as I'm testing my work. And then I'm also supporting support people who are dealing with the problem. So I'm working in 3 different fields at the moment. But when the organization will grow up, they said, okay, they will bring different people. Then they will, I will have less. I will only concentrate in one area. So it depends. But this is what I'm telling you, that there are different area. At the moment, you are learning everything, a little bit of everything. But when you will work in any organization, you will see that different people are doing different things. Okay, so yeah, so from now onward, wherever you will feel good yourself, then concentrate on that. Okay, so because in CRM also in different areas, so but one thing I'm telling you, at the moment actually you don't need to concentrate. At the moment you have to learn everything because you haven't started yet. So when you, yes, yes. Mm, yeah, code. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. This is what we'll do. We will have JavaScript session as well. You will see, I showed you today already. So you go to settings, you go to customization, and go to form properties. Go to form properties. I don't know. My voice has. I'm losing my voice. Okay, so you go to form properties, and then from there you need to add. You write the JavaScript code. You need to still write in Visual Studio. Okay, but you need to add that code here. Where is that entity? For example, account entity form. You go to main form. This is information, but go to a main form. This one account, yeah. So you go to form properties, and this is where you will be adding JavaScript code here, and all these JavaScript, the files will be added here. Okay, but those will be two types: onload JavaScript files or on save. JavaScript works on load and on save. Okay, so when you will save a form, then JavaScript will trigger, or when you will open a form, JavaScript will trigger. So those kind of things will appear here. So this is the form level JavaScripts. Okay, so hmm, C sharp. Yes, yes, JavaScript, C sharp, and SQL Server as well. SQL Server scripting. Yes, the reason of SQL Server scripting you need, because you see whatever you are doing, whenever somebody is adding some value into these fields, right? So where those fields are, let me show you. Let me show you. Yes, loaded into database, right? So what you have to do in real-time scenario, in an organization, I'm opening now SQL Server. Yes, so there is a SQL behind the form. So as a developer, sometime, not all the time, sometime you have to go and change some fields values, change some field contents, field name, and those kind of things you have to do as well. I'll show you a bit of things. I'll show you. Okay, so basically this is, yeah. So basically you have to use this SQL Server Management Studio, right? And SQL Server Management Studio, and from there you have to, basically there would be SQL Server separately and CRM Server. So in order to change in the database, if something goes wrong, then you have to come here in SQL Server database, okay, and then change from the database itself. Okay, so then you have to write those queries and everything. You have to do it from here. Okay, so that is also required. Okay, so that is also, so you need to learn, you need to have knowledge. SQL Server scripting is a compulsory. It is most often, I mean, every day it is required. You will see when you will work in a company. Then JavaScript and C Sharp as a developer. As a developer. But if you only do customization, then you don't need those coding at all. Okay, so that's fine. We'll leave it today, but I will come back to you next week. Whatever the things I wanted to discuss today, plus additionally those things you have we didn't get clear. Okay, so we will discuss those things as well. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Jolanta. Are you there? Okay, okay. We'll see next week. Yeah. Okay. Bye.